exclusive Commander's Brew preview card.
Hey everyone, welcome. It is our Commander's Brew official Wizards of the Coast, Magic the Gathering, Dungeons & Dragons, Adventures in the Forgotten Realms preview card. Big thanks to Wizards for this free preview.
Thank you, Wizards, for giving this preview to us for free. We received zero compensation to say this. We are saying this voluntarily. Nobody's making us say this. I, Sean Tabaris, want to say these words voluntarily.
We approve this message. We created this message. We are in this message.
We did not create the
card. We are this message. All right, but we have a free preview card again from the new set coming up. Sean, this one is a bit of a doozy.
Ooh, okay, so I just want to get this out of the way. As a Commander players, as Commander content creators, the word spicy gets thrown around a lot. And I think it's time to acknowledge that, like, if everything is spicy, then nothing is spicy, right? So in a way, you want to be not spicy to stand out from the world of spicy.
That's right, because in the landscape where everything is spicy, it is the mildness that is the nuance. That is the difference. That is the outlier. That is the thing that's exciting.
Ooh, Andy, I think you nailed it. We have a nuanced card for you.
Oh, very heavily nuanced. Yeah.
We have a nuanced magic card.
Oh, man. And let me tell you, when you add this card to your deck, you're going to see nuance. You know what I mean? You're going to see slight differences, slight, aberrations in the play styles and what you do, the decisions you have to make. Very interesting stuff.
The dictionary defines nuance as a subtle difference in or shade of meaning, expression, or sound.
And this has all of that, I would say. Probably.
Well, should we start with the sound of the title?
Yeah, the sound of vampire spawn.
Ooh,
okay, what could that mean? Okay, well, we've got some bets on what this card's type line could look like.
Yeah.
But Sean, the CMC, or the mana value, that looks like 3. As in
1 black and 2 anything else?
That's correct. That is correct.
Nuanced. It could have been 2 black and 1. Could have been black.
You're thinking like 3 is the mana value. You know, that's a competitively priced card when it comes to mana. That is something that we can fit into any number of formats. That's going to fill the curve.
In a Commander deck, I'm going to put a mana rock down on 2. Then on 3, I'm going to cast this and have a mana left over.
You're going to have an extra mana just sitting there, just floating, as they say.
This card gives you an extra mana on turn 3 of Commander.
If you've ramped once before, absolutely. If you look at it that way. If you look at it that way. So, let's just stop beating around the bush here. Let's just show this card because it's nice. Here we go. It's Vampire Spawn, 2 and a black. For the 2/3 vampire, get ready for this text. When Vampire Spawn enters the battlefield, so it's like already comes with a spell. There's a body that brings its own little spell. And that spell is each opponent. That's like it's already overloaded. It already has the overload mechanic in it.
Yeah.
Each opponent loses 2 life. That would be sweet, right? If we stop there. And you gain 2 life.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing has the potential to do, 8 damage just by landing on the board.
Well, let's look at it this way. This card could potentially do infinity damage if you're playing against infinity opponents.
Exactly. This the limit is only the number of people or the people that are at the event that you're attending, The ceiling is very high on this card.
Very high. The floor, as we know, of every Magic card is finding it on the ground and not knowing what it is.
Yeah, and picking it up.
But the art's cool. If you did, though, you'd be like, cool art.
Exactly. This kind of exceeds the floor a little bit in that you look at this and you go, this guy's a vampire.
Yeah.
He's definitely a vampire. He got blood on his face. He got long black hair. Maybe he got pointy ears. Maybe he from like a magical place. See? Ooh. The floor of this, you're already seeing lots of things. You're assuming a lot about this card, right? Nuance. It's all about the nuance.
Okay, so to sum up so far, what do we got? We have a nuanced preview card that has the potential to do infinite damage, and it gives you a mana on turn 3 of Commander.
Can be played in any format.
Can be played
like
format
fits legal, the curve.
Yeah,
of any format.
Yes.
You know, I mean, what else to say? Let's talk about some interactions with this card.
Sure.
One you mentioned before we got going was Sun Titan.
Yeah.
Right? Like, explain that.
Was doing infinity damage the first time not enough? Because Sun Titan can bring this back to the battlefield to do another infinity damage.
Bring that right back again. Directly to the battlefield. Sun Titan helps a lot with that. Listen, you have that guy Edgar Markov as your commander? Guess what? This guy's making a token. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you cast this card. Not only are you doing infinity damage and gaining 2 life, but you're getting another vampire with it. Value Town ticket. I'll take one. Thank you. Here you go. Punch it. I'm on the train.
I mean, this one is legit, but I'm casting this after I cast Belbay, the new one, and doing 6 damage to my opponents. I'm getting 6 mana in my second main phase. So that's actually, this card actually goes in that deck.
That's a real one. That's a real actual good thing that it does. So yeah, this probably is going to actually see play in that deck, which doesn't surprise me, honestly, because that's a commander that appreciates nuance.
Nuance.
I think that if you are in a good and healthy commander environment, which I do believe most of us are, we're playing the game, we're having fun. I think we're talking about Rule 0. I think it's not too much of a stretch to be like, hey, can I run Vampire Spawn as my commander? Does anyone mind that?
Does anyone mind if I
do that?
Yeah.
People are going to look at that card and they're going to go, seems fun. Let's see what you got planned.
And if their argument is, I'm not comfortable with you putting an infinite damage commander right in the command zone in your opening hand, but that's what Rule 0 is for. We're going to talk about that. If that would make you feel bad, that's fine. I'll switch to my Edgar Markov deck. We'll play a much more fair game.
Fair. Yeah, exactly. A much more fair game. Yeah. Yeah, it's all about the conversations that you're going to have about Vampire Spawn. Really, it's kind of going to... We're expecting this to kind of shift the landscape of Commander a little bit. Like, I feel like if you want to bring Vampire Spawn into the command zone, that's going to create more conversations around Rule 0, and I think that it's going to solve a lot of problems, for one, and it's going to create a lot more fun. So,
yeah, I mean, once we're talking about it, then we're like, hey, can I put Vexing Gull in the command zone? Like, then we got to have that conversation, and like, yeah, that's a format I want to live in.
Exactly. We didn't even talk about the D&D side of this.
Oh yeah,
Vampire Spawn, classic D&D villain. Everyone's using Vampire Spawns. Everybody's using them. Everybody's talking about them. Curse of Strahd. Am I right? I think that's a vampire campaign.
You're probably not strong enough to fight like a big vampire that sires all these things, but a little Vampire Spawn, I'm going to level up with this creature.
This guy's helping you, like I said, helping to educate, helping to inspire, and now helping you to level up as a player, as a person.
And that's what we're here to do, to level up as people.
Exactly. What else is life all about? So thank you, Vampire Spawn, for being a wonderful card that does literally everything.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Again, thanks to Wizards of the Coast for the free preview. Always a pleasure to bring you these. And have fun playing with your Vampire Spawns in every single black deck you've ever built for Commander. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you love what we're doing, consider supporting the show by going to patreon.com/commandersbrew.
And if you want to get any of the cards from our deck list, go to our TCG Player affiliate link below.
That helps us out too, and for a free way to help us out, consider sharing the show with some friends. Like and subscribe, add a comment or two.
See you later.
Bye.